What's up, feeder country? Thank you for tuning in today. We've got a great episode. We are going to go over the solution to what was causing my RPM loss on my 2016 Axys RMK. So quick recap for those of you that don't remember. I had the 2016 Pro RMK. It was an 800, 163 track, 2.6 lug, quick drive belt obviously. And that sled ran great. It ran great the first year I had it. I bought it as a leftover in 2017. And it ran great the first year. Second year and third year I had it, not the same story at all. So basically that sled year 2 and 3 stopped pulling correct RPM. It was always fluctuating. I would never hit 82 or 8300 RPM. And you know, I really threw the book at it. I threw all the mechanical knowledge I had at it. First, we started off with the clutch. I went through the entire clutch. I rebuilt everything you could. We're talking new rollers, new weight bushings, new weights, new springs, new belts. Threw everything I could at the clutch. Did it make a difference? Not one. So then, naturally, went after the motor mounts. You know, you read a lot about motor mounts on these Axys sleds, especially on those 800s, not being the best. You know, the 850, they went with a totally different design. So I threw 4 motor mounts in the machine, brand new all the way around. Did that make a difference? No, did not make a difference. And you can see both of those videos on my account where I go and I do that and I take it out and I put it on snow and I run it and I pull the information from the data logger and I put it on the computer. Didn't make a difference. So then third, I went after my exhaust valves. Now they are electronically controlled on the Polaris. So in the service manual, they give a little bit of a description on ways you can test them to make sure they're working. Basically, it's to make sure that the cable's not broken. It's still the correct length. And I wasn't getting any codes from the computer thinking that it was misreading it or anything. So with exhaust valves that checked out A-OK, we had to check that one off the list. And by that point, we were really starting to run out of mechanical issues or parts that we could throw at it. So the whole time this is happening, I've been chatting with the lead mechanic up at Got Power Sports, which is Jimmy Vohk. He's the man. And him and I are like, well, maybe it's electronical. We haven't looked at the electronics yet. I have changed out the spark plugs at this point, but I haven't really dived in the electrical system yet. So this is where we start to get some information. I start off on top of the clutch guard on those 800s is the voltage regulator, on those. I pulled the connections in that little black bags that are in there. I pulled those connections. And when I opened them up, I'm gonna show you the pictures right here, but they were melted. They were not looking good. And so I call up Jimmy and I'm like, Jimmy, I pulled the connections here at the voltage regulator and I'm like, they're fried. And he was like, okay, let's get that thing in here. So I dropped it off to him that spring. Later that summer, he calls me. He goes, Ben, I've got an answer for you. Here we are down here at DuPont Power Tools. Getting ready to grab the corn feeder. Polaris. Let's go inside. Hey Jimmy, how's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you.
You too.
Here to grab my sled.
All right, let's go take a look.
All right.
Got it right out here.
Now at this point, I'm pretty excited because I've spent thousands of dollars trying to fix this and a lot of headaches, a lot of stress, and a lot of days riding underpowered. So I get the phone call from Jimmy and he tells me, Ben, you've got a lot of problem with your electronics in this snowmobile. Here she is, huh?
Yeah, all of her glory.
All ready to go. Awesome. What'd you guys do to her?
New stator, new wire harness, voltage regulator, replace the cross tubes. Ready to rock for another season.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, man.
You think this will solve my low RPM issue?
It should, yes. I mean, you definitely had a voltage problem going on there, so I think you're ready to roll.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, man.
He said that my stator was bad, my wiring harness was bad, and my voltage regulator was bad. So the entire wiring system there, all got replaced under warranty. They also replaced one of the motor mount brackets itself. They replaced under warranty. And let me check my notes. I feel like there's one more thing I'm missing. It was also a new thermostat under warranty, but that had nothing to do with the RPMs. So get the sled back. It's got all the new electronics in it, right? Or electrical system, excuse me. I got to pin it, and then boom, baby, all my RPMs right there, ready to go. I was hyped. I was super hyped. So for those of you guys who've been watching this video series and following along, who have an Axys and have some RPM issues with them, especially if you got these 800s, I would pull your electrical connections where everything connects and just look at them, smell them. You can actually smell, sometimes they'll smell like burnt before you can actually see it. Smell the connectors and look at them all. See if you see any of that burning like I'm showing you in the video or the photos here. Melting, I should say. And if you're seeing that, you're going to want to start to tackle those issues. A faulty electronic system will definitely lead to less RPMs than needed, especially on these super modern machines that have all these electronics, all these cool electronics that make them run nice until it doesn't work. Well, there you got it, guys. That is how I solved my RPM issue. I really hope it helps you out. I know this is not going to solve everyone's issue because there's still a lot of variables out there. But for those of you who are facing this issue, I hope one of the many things I did helps you, whether it's clutching, whether it's motor mount, or whether it's your electrical system, or whether it's something else. I really hope this video helped push you in that right direction. Let me know below if you guys have had this RPM issue and what you've done to solve it as well. That's it, guys. I know this video is long overdue, but here it is, so enjoy it. All right, later.
What? I need one of these.
I wish they'd redo it for the Axys, though.
Oh yeah?
Barely see where I'm at right there.
Well, oh yeah, I know you're right. You don't have a lot of free play.
They sure do make it nice.
Oh,